Hello everybody, my name is Punarvas Jaikumar. I am a chartered accountant, passionate trainer. I have trained over 15,000 CA students in a career spanning of over 10 years. I am extremely excited and fortunate to be partnering with an academy for CA Foundation, and I'll be handling business laws and BCR paper. So my dear friends, if you want any sort of updates, anything for that matter, I would strongly suggest you right now go and download the Unacademy app. Just go to Play Store, just type Unacademy and you will get Unacademy learning app and you can just install the same. And if you want any kind of updates, notes, tips, audio tips, video tips, etc., please join my exclusive Unacademy Law channel. It's called PJ Law. Go to t.me/PJ Law and it'll take you right to my channel and you can enjoy important notes, audio clips, video clips, etc. And guys, we also have our exclusive CA Foundation English channel where all the educators and learners come together. This is exclusive English channel, so please join our Telegram channel CA Foundation English as well. My dear friends, an exciting announcement. We have already started the CA Warrior batch. This is a fast track batch for CA Foundation December 21 examination. It is going to be exclusively in English. We have already started. Paper 2 will be handled by me, Punarvas Jaikumar, and the quant portion will be handled by my very good friend and a co-educator, CA Neeraj Mahajan sir. You're gonna love his classes. So we will cover very all important topics, and in law we'll cover everything exhaustively, and BCR will do a quick revision. PDF notes will be shared. So as far as law is concerned, it's gonna be from August 18 to maybe, since now exam has been postponed to December, we'll also have it in the October first week or something. And exhaustive analysis of paper number 2. Live classes, guys. It's not recorded. Live classes. There will be quizzes, there will be doubt solving sessions, and unlimited access. You can watch it anytime, anywhere apart from live. I will also discuss the presentation techniques. I'll also give you revision notes, Q&A notes, and specially curated handcrafted color charts for one day before the exam revision. It is going to be almost 60 plus hours. Sir, I also want to check some demo classes if you feel like that. Guys, these classes are on Unacademy Plus. So unless you have a subscription of Unacademy Plus or Unacademy Iconic, you cannot access these classes. Alright. However, if you want some other revision classes, free classes, if you want free sessions, please download the Unacademy app. Go to the special classes section. Get access to our free special classes by various amazing educators, and you will also earn credits while you watch them. So please check out the free special classes option. On that note, my dear friends, let us begin today's session. Alright guys, so what we are discussing now is factors vitiating free consent. So vitiate means to affect, factors affecting free consent. So what are all the things? First one, coercion. Coercion means what? Physical force or mental force. Okay, physical force or mental force. Person who is either committing an offense or threatening to commit an offense. And property, detaining property or threatening to detain property. Detain means to take away and keep the property. And what? Offense prohibited by IPC, that is the Indian Penal Code. Then these people, what will happen to them? They will be coming under the concept of coercion. Coercion is physical force and mental force. What is the consequence of coercion? It is a voidable transaction. Consequence of coercion is voidable transaction. So as you can see, what do you mean by that? Forcibly compelling a person. Compel means to force. Forcibly compelling a person to enter into a contract, committing an act forbidden by the IPC. IPC means Indian Penal Code. Forcibly compelling a person to enter into a contract, point number 1. Second, committing an act forbidden by the IPC, Indian Penal Code. Now whether IPC is in force or not is immaterial. Means what, guys? Two people are there. So Raju and Mohan. Raju was wearing a watch which is his great great grandfather's watch. Great great GF means girlfriend, no, grandfather. Okay. Raju had a clock which is belongs to his great great grandfather. Great great grandfather. So what does Raju do? Raju gives this, keeps it. Now these two people are in the English seas. They are in the English seas going. Okay. Now what happened in the English seas when they were traveling? They were in the ship deck and Raju has threatened Ramu. In every class I give the same example. Raju has threatened Ramu. What has he told? He's telling boss, Ramu has threatened Raju. This Ramu fellow has threatened Raju. He's telling that if you don't enter into a contract with me, then what will I do? I will take away this thing from you. If you don't enter into a contract with me, then I will take away this entire watch from you. Guys, this watch is priceless. Actually, the value of the watch may be just, for all you know, it may be 10,000 rupees or even 2,000 rupees. But for Raju, it is his great grandfather's watch. It is priceless for him. Priceless is the word. No choice. So this guy says, no, I will not give it. Whatever you do, I'm not going to give it to you. This guy, Ramu, takes away the watch forcibly from him. Snatches the watch away. Snatches the watch. And he'll say, boss, you need to do it. I don't care. You have to give this. You have to enter into a contract. I'm going to take away the watch. Now what has happened now? Once he took away the watch, it happened on the English seas, not in India. These two people came to India. Let's say they came to Kolkata. And Raju immediately went to the police station. When they went to arrest Ramu, Ramu coolly said, sir, Indian Penal Code does not apply to English seas. As simple as that. Indian Penal Code does not apply to the English seas. So you do whatever you want. I am not going to give you 1 rupee also. You cannot sue anything from you, cannot take away anything from me. If you check the Indian Contract Act, my dear friends, in coercion, see here. So whatever we had discussed, the same thing is here, my dear friends. Coercion is the committing or threatening to commit any act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code, or the unlawful detaining or threatening to detain any property to the prejudice of any person with an intention of causing any person to enter into an agreement. Okay, this line is very, very important. It is immaterial whether the Indian Penal Code is or is not in force in the place where the coercion is employed. It is immaterial whether the Indian Penal Code is in force or not in force. It is immaterial at all. It doesn't matter where it happens. They have given an illustration also. See, A on board an English ship on the high seas causes B to enter into an agreement. Raju versus Ramu. By an act amounting to criminal intimidation. Intimidate means to scare. Now the Indian Penal Code, A afterwards sues B for breach of contract at Kolkata. Breach of contract at Kolkata. Correct? Now you see, A has employed coercion. Although the act is not an offence by the law of England, and although 506 of the Indian Penal Code was not in force, doesn't matter. Where the thing happens doesn't matter, guys. Where the offence is happening really doesn't matter. What really matters is what? Not where the offence happens. What really matters is whether this offence is an offence which is under Indian Penal Code or not. Is it covered under Indian Penal Code? I don't care whether Indian Penal Code is in force or not. whether it is covered under the Act of Indian Penal Code, whether it is covered in the law Indian Penal Code. If the answer to the question is yes, gone. If the answer to the question is a yes, then what happens? Then, even though you are a person where the law does not apply to you, this section says that the law applies to you. Very, very simple. It is immaterial where the criminal intimidation is happening. It is immaterial. What really matters is whether the act of criminal intimidation, whether it is covered in India, covered in the Indian Penal Code or not. In this example, definitely it's covered in the Indian Penal Code, so nothing can be done about it, is what they say. So, as we discussed, it is both threat, not there at, both threat to person and the goods. It is also called as duress in English law. Duress means what, guys? Mental strain. Duress means severe mental strain. So, in English law, my dear friends, it only covers person. English law only covers person. Does not cover property. English law covers only person, does not cover a property at all. So, in English law, it is called as duress. Severe mental strain. What is the consequences of this? It is called voidable. It is voidable. My dear friends, tell me one thing. The taking away your own life. Side means to kill. Let's throw in a little bit of vocabulary also. Side means to kill. So, you have various types of side. If you are killing human beings, it is called homicide, derived from the word homo, means same. So, it's killing your fellow human being, homicide. If it is killing your, king, or killing self, will come to that. Killing your father, generally you would have seen in the news somebody killed his own father. That is called as fratricide. Sorry, patricide. Patrilineal society, patriarchal society. Then we have matricide. Matri means mother. Then you would have heard brother, fratricide. Welcome to the CA fraternity, that is called fratricide. For sister, generally it's called sororicide. Like that. Killing of a child, infanticide. Killing of the fetus, feticide. Like that, my dear friends. Killing of self is called suicide. Suicide is derived from the Latin word suo. Suo means self. So, whenever I do something voluntarily, it's called as suo moto. Suo moto means voluntarily I am doing it. These are all the various things. Now, my question is suicide according to you crime? Question is, my dear friends, law punishes the mind or the body? We have done this. Law punishes the mind, not the body. Law punishes the mind, not the body, only the mind, and that concept is called as mens rea. Sir, but you go to jail, etc. Yes, jail is to punish the mind so that your mind is reformed, not the body. That's called mens rea. So, very interesting to know here that threat to commit suicide also is called as coercion, because your mind is in a very depraved state, very, very sad state, very, very depressed state, so that you have no choice but to kill yourself. When you have no choice but to kill yourself, my dear friends, what to do? It is also, earlier it was a crime under the Indian Penal Code. Later, because of lot of petitions, they said you cannot make it as a killing. You cannot say that people will be killed by this. People kill themselves for this. Please do not, glorify suicide. Please ensure that, the mind is reformed. That's the reason why they removed it from the Indian Penal Code. But similarly, threat to commit suicide, whatever said and done, threat to commit suicide is definitely a part of, coercion. So if I threaten that I'll commit suicide if you don't do this, if you don't do that, if I threaten like that, no, that is 100% pertaining to what? Threat to commit suicide, which is a problem. Any threat to commit suicide, etc., would be a big problem. So what happens to the contract, my dear friends? Contract becomes voidable. At the option of the party whose consent was so obtained, means what? At the option of the victim. The burden of proof, burden is onus of proof, lies on the person who wants to relieve himself from the consequences of coercion. Anybody who wants to relieve that person himself from consequences of coercion, like I want to sue you, you want to relieve yourself from coercion. So what should you do? You need to prove. The burden of proof lies on the person who wants to relieve himself from the consequences of coercion. What should I do? I should just repay the money or the thing which is obtained under coercion. So if in this particular example, these two people are there. So Raju puts a case against Ramu. Who has to relieve himself from the consequences of coercion? Ramu. So Ramu has to prove that whatever he did was not a problem. Correct? Whatever he did was not coercion. He has to prove. The burden of proof is on the aggressor. The burden of proof is on the perpetrator. Clear? Or a Hindu widow was forced to adopt X under threat that her husband's corpse, means body, would not be allowed to be removed for cremation purposes unless she adopts X. The adoption is voidable as having been induced by coercion. So a Hindu widow was forced to adopt X under the threat that her husband's corpse would not be allowed to be removed for cremation unless she adopts X. The adoption is voidable as having been induced by the concept of coercion. So I told the Hindu widow is there and the undertaker is a person who ensures that the bodies etc. are cremated. He is telling, I will not let you touch your husband's body if you don't adopt this child. I'll say, boss, I don't want to adopt this child. No, I don't care. If you don't adopt this child, I will not let you touch the body. So that is definitely coercion. Next, an agent refused to hand over the books of the principal unless the principal released him from all the liabilities concerned, the past transactions. Held release so given was not binding, being the outcome of coercion. A obtained a release deed from his wife and son under the threat of committing suicide. Transaction was set aside on the ground of coercion. In all these cases, here also threat of committing suicide. Here also principal, the agent is telling, I will not do anything unless you come to me and say that you will relieve me from all the liability. See, agent is having the books of the principal. Agent is coolly telling, 1 rupee also I will, I'll not give you back the documents. First of all, if you don't relieve me from my burden. What is the burden? The fact that you may probably sue me. I don't want you to sue me. So what is the best possible way to avoid that? I'm going to tell these documents that I have, I'm not going to give it to you. The documents that I have, I'm not going to give it back to you at all. The documents that I have will not be given to you at under any circumstance, at any cost, will not be given to you. So the release that was obtained was not binding, being the outcome of coercion. So this, my dear friends, is the crystal clear concept of coercion. Coercion means force, mental force, physical force. So what about moral pressure? That we will see in the next concept, that is called undue influence. So guys, as I told you, without fail, please follow me on unacademy.com/Punarvas If you don't know what to do, go to any of my videos and check out the link here. Punarvas Jaikumar sir's Unacademy profile. Once you click on that, it will take you here where you will see all my followers. You please follow me and you will see my special classes. Free classes. To enter the class, you just need to put the code PJ Sir Law. If you want a discount, you have to put the code PJ Sir Law. If you want this, you have to just put the code PJ Sir Law. Very, very, very simple, my dear friends. Extremely simple. And also, if you see here, any combo subscription or intermediate plus, and we have the iconic for CA Foundation and intermediate, all you need to do is just pick a plan. And once you say pick a plan, in this referral code, all you need to do is PJ Sir Law, and magic, you will get 10% off. So this is all you need to do, my dear friends. Very, very simple. Thank you so much for watching this video, my dear friends. Please, please, please subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell icon, because any important video released by me or any of the educators on this CA Foundation and Academy English channel, you will get a notification. Please like this video, share it among your friends, and also please leave your comments in the comment section. If you want to watch any special class of mine on the Unacademy platform, the code is PJ Sir Law. If you want to buy any product, the code is PJ Sir Law to get a 10% discount. Please download the Unacademy Learners app, and in the special class you can also get all the notes as well. You can download. On that note, see you until next time, my dear friends. Love you all. Bye, my CA warriors. Cheers.